do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit. And you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. All right. Thank you, Shia LaBeouf. Actually, let's make so you can hear that. Cool. We are going to be drumming today, now that we're all motivated, ready to go. And I'm working just on the left hand today. Still letting my right arm recover. Maybe I'll start drumming with the right on Monday. Stay tuned. We'll find out. So I'm going to warm up. And we're going to warm up. I just had a thought. It might be interesting. Let's actually try this. So this might not go good. So we're going to do the advanced stick control with filler. And we're going to do it slow. So all of the playlongs that are linked at the top of the screen at jaredoleary.com/drum have a bunch of timestamps in it. And when you click on it, it jumps to a specific BPM. So I'm actually going to do a warm-up. I don't know. Let's try this at 45. Let's see how this goes. All right. It's going to count us off. We should be good to go. Just with the left. This might be a boring warm-up. Oops. I was going to do 8 counts of that. Stick came off. Slipped out. Okay, I'm going to do this now 50, and we're going to lower the heights a little bit. Just trying to get the blood flowing in the hands, and I thought this might be an interesting way to do it today. Since I'm just playing with the left, Don't want to just play the same thing over and over, like rebound or grid. We're going to get plenty of grid today, and just you wait. Stay tuned. That attack. I was thinking about how the beat of the stick is... It's got some of the gum rubber on it, which might be why the rebound is weird. So I'm going to need to clean it. On the outside of the stick. Okay, let me actually go get a paper towel, and I'm going to clean the tip of this and the pad, because it's got a little gum rubber on it, and it's inconsistent. So, I don't know if you can see it, but maybe a little too blurry. So you can actually scrape it off, and then it makes it so that the rebound is going to be different. So that could explain some of the tap issues that I was having yesterday when I was practicing. So let's go get a paper towel. I'll be right back. All right. Try and clean this up. Oh, that's looking way better already. Alright, so I'll show you what this looks like. So here's the clean one. Here's the old one. It's kind of hard to see, it's a little blurry. But it's like night and day different. If it will not focus. You could do it. Cool. Well, that'll definitely help with the rebound, because again, it was just inconsistent for the taps. Like, they'd bounce in different directions that they shouldn't have, and this could explain why, actually. You love the drums? Me too. I've been playing for 25 years. A lot of fun. Great stress reliever. Great way to just kind of get into a flow state, which we're going to do here in a little bit. We're going to focus on my left hand accents and taps. But first, whoa, jump scare. We got to. Thank you for the sub. we've got to do a stretch and massage routine. So first thing I'm going to do is hold the sticks so that the palms are facing up. And then you pull in, and you pull in, and you push out. And oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, I didn't know you could put emojis in your name, Bells. That's interesting. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. I didn't know YouTube allowed that. Wonder what happens for the URL. I'm assuming you can't put emojis in the URL. That'd be weird. Yeah, go to goatboat smileyface.com. You'll find me there. All right, get out of that. You just go back out the way that you came. Now, if you are doing traditional grip, rotate and hold it here at the end of the rotation, then rotate and hold it there at the end of the rotation for like 20, 30 seconds. But I don't do that anymore, so I'm not going to do that. Now, what I would recommend doing is stretching both of your tendons to the underside of the forearm. You can do it on the pad like this. You can do it on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch. But I'm only going to do one because, again, I want to let my right arm recover. So I'm just pulling back gently. One arm. And yeah, just trying to get a nice gentle stretch here. Get nice and loose before we work on that grind, which I'm here for the XP. That is the truth when it comes to drumming. When you've been playing as long as I have, there's still plenty of stuff to work on, but it's quite the grind to improve things. And since I switched my technique from traditional to match grip, it's trying to just get it to sound better. And I realized that my ring was messing with things, so I got it around my neck now, so my technique's not different, because it would make a clicking sound when I was playing, and I was like, that's no good. But anyways, we're now going to stretch the forearm, the top side of it, so you could do it on the pad. You could even do this on the leg. You could do this on the wall. The higher you go, the deeper the stretch, but I'm going to do just the left arm only. I'd recommend you do both. Just having tendon issues on the right arm because of some swelling from an injury, from donating platelets of all things. Which I'm doing again today, but on the other arm, so fingers crossed they don't go through the vein like they did last time. Stay tuned, we'll find out. Now, what I recommend is stretching the fingers. I got like stick gunk on my thumb. You could do 2 at a time like this. I'm just going to do the left hand only. But you just want to pull the fingers back a little bit, give them a nice gentle stretch. Get them nice and relaxed. It's like spa day for your hands. Da-da-da-da-da. And then the ring finger, which currently is around my neck. And then the pinky. And now we're going to massage. So I'm going to do thumb on top. And then fingers underneath. Massaging like this. Let me shut this door real quick. All right, we're back. My wife is gonna make a smoothie, I think. Just wanted to make sure I didn't hear brrrr in the background. All right, getting this nice and loose. Try and focus on massaging on the muscle and in between the muscles. So that's the muscle that you use when you move your wrist up and down. So you want to kind of get around it, on it, all over the place. And depending on how you're feeling, you might need to massage like the tricep and the bicep as well. If you do traditional grip, your bicep might be tighter than your match grip arm. And then I'd recommend switching over to the other arm, but again, I'm not messing with that hand today, or that arm. So now what I'm going to do is massage the thumb on the palm, and the fingers are going to massage the back side of the hand. So I'm just kind of getting everything nice and loose. All this work on the left hand has been good. Like, I've been noticing improvement over the last week or so of the streams. Success. This is what we want. Now, because my hand is okay, I'm going to go ahead and massage the right hand. It's the forearm area that I want to avoid. It's still healing. You can see like the yellow from the bruise still there. Until that's gone, I'm not drumming with that arm. Now we're going to do a massage from the base to the tip of each one of the fingers. At least 2 times. Maybe 3 or 4. It depends on how your finger's feeling. Just get it nice and relaxed. Loosen that up. And, ooh, pinky. Little pop there. ASMR. Okay. Fingers feel good. Well, that one's a little tight. Do that one 3 times. Ooh. High score. And the thumb. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the boring part. We're going to grind out that left hand and try and specifically focus on the taps today because they were inconsistent. But again, now that I'm thinking about it, it may have been because of the pad gunk that was on the tip of the stick. I actually do notice a difference in the bounce. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to go and let me check this out. It looked like the gain was off. So Windows will just like randomly change my gain on my mic, so it'll go from like this to all of a sudden sounding like this, which is just terrible. And like I have no control over it. It's random. Every time I start my PC, it like resets to a different value. And then whenever I start the TikTok stream, it also resets it to maximum. So I have to like constantly monitor. Did it adjust it? Is it wrong? We're good so far. All right, so jaredoleary.com/drum is where you can find all these play-alongs. There's a bunch of chop stuff. There's a bunch of limb independent stuff. There's 710 grid variations and a bunch of technique stuff and a bunch of marching bass permutations. Plenty of stuff to keep you and I busy for some time. Now, we're going to be working on Diddle after an accent triplet grid. And I'm just doing it on the left. We're doing it forwards. And we're going to go all the way down to 40. Boop. Which, again, you can go into the timestamps and jump to a specific BPM. I said 40. Not doing this in the 90s. And focusing on those little interior notes. Make sure I get a nice good wrist bend. We want a floppy wrist. That video came out today talking about that. Get it?
I got it. You can do that.
I could also say you're pumping iron. Ah. She was holding an iron. It was good. You're impressed. Wow, look at those lifts. It's a bench press, right? Getting swole. One iron at a time. So every 5th rep, I'm going to switch the camera angle so we can see if there's improvement and what to work on. So when it gets to 44, we'll do that. And then 49. These tap-offs take forever. For a 16 note, it goes all the way down to 20. So it's going to be twice as long as this. Ooh-wee! Alright, let's hide the music. Let's see how this looks. Okay, better. Progress. Let's get some water real quick. Stay hydrated, especially if you're going to donate blood, platelets, etc., like I'm going to today. Hope you enjoyed that ASMR. Almost dropped it. Whew, crisis averted. Here we go. 45. Wow, so fast. Much wow. I could go make oatmeal, and the tap off would finish by the time the oatmeal's done. The taps were okay. It was the accent where the tap, the rebound, was a little off. Which is interesting. So I'm going to keep this stick on the inside because I was having an inside slice with this, which is no good. Checking out the interior notes from different angles. I want to make sure my wrist bends when I'm doing them. Itchy nose. Fully aware that these streams are not entertaining, but hopefully you're playing along and also working on your drumming. Otherwise, well, I'm just grinding. It's not gonna be that fun. But such is the journey to get better. Itchy nose. Always when I'm drumming. Yeah, so it seems like the taps aren't an issue like they were the other day. Maybe it's just because I was playing them faster. Yeah, they're not bouncing around as much. So I honestly think it was just the stuff on the tip of the head. Whoops. I should do Diddle before an accent tomorrow. Note to future Jared. My watch is charging, and it looks like there's a crack on it. On the screen protector. Whoops. Distracted. How'd that get there? Good thing I have a screen protector. Let's take a peek, shall we? Try to find the angle. I guess it's moving a little on the taps. But it's mainly after an accent where it like kind of does that. Goes horizontal. Interesting. Tell me why. Go. Thoughts. Thinking of a product that I previously built for just myself. I was thinking about how I could modify it. Interesting. Yeah, so it's getting better. Success. Okay, let's take a look at the timestamps here. So, I'm gonna jump up by 10s, and we'll see how this goes. I just want to get some data for future streams. Tomorrow, I think I'm actually gonna do the Diddle before, so we can do upstrokes. Ooh, fancy, fancy. But let's go to 70, 80, 90, and then maybe 100. If we can do it, we'll find out. I'm gonna use this so I can see how it looks. Yeah, so when I get flatter with my wrist, like when the wrist moves like this instead of more of an American grip, then that's when I get that slice. So I gotta not do that. Let's do this at 80 now. Don't do that, Jared. But knowledge and execution are two different things. Alright, better. Better. Let's try 90. Scroll, scroll, scroll. 90. Way better than it was yesterday for the taps. Success. I think it was just the gunk on the end of the stick, the bead. Too much pad residue. All right, now we're going to try it at 100. We'll see how this goes. All right, so that is Flam Accents at 200 for their triplets. So that's brisk, baby. All right, cool. It's nice to see the improvement over time. So success. GG's, Jared. Nice high five for myself. Yeah. Right. If anybody else is interested in finding that play along and thousands more, there's a bunch of chop stuff, bunch of limb independence and drum kit charts, over 700 grid variations. Bunch of technique, bunch of marching bass stuff, and plenty more coming out every day. A new one every single day. You can find all the prior live streams here, and you can find all the little tips and excerpts that I pull out of these streams when I'm kind of like talking about the stuff a little more than I did today in there. And if you want to see what kind of sticks and pads and books I recommend, all that stuff you can find there or /gear on my website instead of /drum, and that will show you that. So these are the sticks that I'm using that we cleaned off earlier. The Hardeman hammers. These are affiliate links, so I do get like a 4%-ish kickback from Amazon at no cost to you. So thank you for everybody who has used these links. It does help out. I'm going to call it here. I do have a hard stop later today, so going to be some shorter streams. We're going to be setting up for God of War here in a little bit. And then, yeah, we'll donate some playlists. So stay tuned for more drumming tomorrow. If you go to /schedule on my website, you can find what I'm streaming, when I'm streaming it next. So we're going to set up for God of War. And then tomorrow we'll be doing some technique stuff Diddle before an accent, and we'll be working on Fortnite for some gaming around 11:30 Eastern Time. But thank you, everybody who stopped by, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.